Hello everyone and welcome back to my little slice of the internet, aka Jenna Spiel. And in today's episode, just when you thought we were done introing Amethyst, I managed to find 2 bonus issues. How did I happen to come across these extra issues of Amethyst? Well, as you already know, there are many other series of Amethyst. However, these 2 that I picked up are kind of within that first year of 1983, and in fact the one we're going to go over today in the Legion of Superheroes is her first ever appearance in preview form. I'm sure Legion of Superheroes is in the midst of a very exciting plot, however, I'm here for Amethyst, so let's just skip over. There we go. Amethyst Special Preview, Duel in Dark Magic. From the cover alone, it looks like Amethyst has already ascended royalty and is taking on Opal. As you'll recall from the 12-part miniseries, that took a couple of extra issues to actually get to. The special preview issue opens with Opal getting his custom-made armor. Now, as you'll recall, it was later in the series that he eventually got all the gemstones to give him the maximum power, and it seems like this was already happening well on into the preview. And who got all those gemstones for him? Sardonyx. And what did they do with all those gemstones? Hand them over to Carnelian. I mean, we don't know the Red Prince at this point in time, but within the first few panels, yes, he is still a dick. This tripped underling comes bearing news of the princess's status and her slight disadvantage, meaning that she's wandering around looking for Opal with only one manservant. Can you guess who that manservant is? Yes, it's Granch. The guy that I pretty much hated during the first couple issues is back, and I'm actually kind of okay with it. I miss seeing the big lug. Just a fun side note, this is clearly some early artwork for Amethyst because rather than her usual long, wind-swept blonde locks, her hair is actually pulled up in this rather odd updo. Shout out to the Well Vision! Hopefully you guys remember that random plot device, so this apparently is the origin of such a thing. As I'm sure you remember, the Well of Vision is basically a crystal ball, and you can kind of see what's happening with your evil counterparts. What I didn't realize, however, is that you can actually use the Well of Vision to cast bad guys and on your foes and like the people that you're watching. Don't know why Citrina never used that option. And with all these foes being cast at her, Amethyst gets into an epic battle pretty quickly, which is interesting considering I recall in the 12-part Maxi Series, her learning her powers, training up was kind of a longer timeline versus now she's just kicking ass and taking names. And cut to Amethyst being bested by a tornado. However, using that 13-year-old noodle up there, she decides to throw a giant rock into the tornado. And it works. Disclaimer, do not throw rocks into tornadoes, kids. Action shot! I'm loving the boots that they give Amethyst during this early preview. However, they are no longer seen in the other issues, so maybe they'll come back in subsequent series? But before we can even get into fashion, here's Carnelian fucking shit up for his dad once again. I feel like that's a bad call, man. You know how evil and powerful your father is. And yet he just kees trying. He just keeps trying. Cutting back to the action, Amethyst uses Carnelian's ploy as a distraction and manages to swipe some of that Well of Vision. And just when we think Granch and her are free from the clutches of Opal, however, he sends out a Dodrio. Granch bats off the Dodrio just as Amethyst slips back into Earth, aka becoming Amy Winston once more. And why is there no shot of Taffy? She's back on Earth, that's like the only good thing about being on Earth. So that's it for the true origins of Amethyst, Princess of Gemworld. I did like a little peek behind the magic there where I got to see, where the Well of Vision came from, the long lineage of Carnelian being a D-bag. I think if it were 1983, I gladly would have picked this up and kept on reading, even though I wasn't born in 1983, but you get the symmetry I'm going for. So what do I have in store for you guys in the next issue of Amethyst, Princess of Gemworld? Let's see how she takes to battling Opal alongside the world's strongest man, Superman. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that very first look at Amethyst, Princess of Gemworld, and I will see you in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for watching.